What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to 2026 this morning, Friday, June 13th. Our qualifiers are done for a while until September, but yesterday we had a draw. I love a draw. I love those ping pong balls popping around, or maybe not quite as much. I love the spinning of the balls for the Champions League, and that's what we had for our Concacaf draw. Moving from round two to round three in the Concacaf qualifiers. We had 12 teams moving into three groups. So that went from six groups to three groups. So we do have some interesting pairings for Concacaf round three. We had our pots seen here with pot one, Panama, Costa Rica, Jamaica. Those should technically be the favorites to go through. Pot two, Honduras, El Salvador, Curacao. Pot three, Haiti, Trinidad, Guatemala. Pot four, Nicaragua, Suriname, Bermuda. And just looking back at the group winners from the second round, Honduras was undefeated, perfect, but in a relatively weak group. That was the one that Bermuda came out of. Costa Rica, perfect. They beat Trinidad and Tobago 2-1 in a game that both have already qualified for the next round, so can't take too much there. Curacao won the group, beating Haiti 5-1. Great result on paper, but again, both teams are already through. Panama, undefeated, beat Nicaragua. The other team qualified 3-0, again, after both advanced. Suriname, one of the better results, drew El Salvador 1-0. We talked about that a few days ago. Suriname already through. El Salvador needed a result, so that was a real game, and Suriname got a draw against a team that needed something. So I think that's a big result there. And then Jamaica went through perfect, but if you look closer at the results, they beat Dominican Republic 1-0. They beat Dominica 3-2. Dominica ranked 180 in the FIFA rankings. They beat the British Virgin Islands 1-0. British Virgin Islands ranked 207 in the FIFA rankings, so that's almost as low as you go. And then they did have the 3-0 win over Guatemala, again, after both teams were already through. So thinking back about round two and then looking to round three, here is the actual draw. In Group A, we've got Panama, El Salvador, Guatemala, Suriname. I see Panama as the clear best team there. I think El Salvador is the worst pot two team, but Suriname the best pot four team. So we'll talk about predictions in a second. Group B, Jamaica, Curacao, Trinidad and Tobago, Bermuda. This is the Caribbean island group. No Central America teams, all islands. I think Bermuda the weakest team by far of these 12, so we should see some easier wins in that group. And then Group C, we've got Costa Rica, Honduras, Haiti, and Nicaragua. On paper, through the draw, based on the FIFA rankings, this has the best team from pot 2, which is Honduras, the best team from pot 3, which is Haiti, and the best team from pot 4, which is Nicaragua. So on paper, this should be the closest, most competitive group. And let's do some quick predictions. This will be a short video. Kind of funny to have a Concacaf final round of qualifiers without the US, without Canada, without Mexico. And because those teams are gone, I think Panama is clearly the best team of these 12. And with that group, I think they'll go through pretty smoothly. I don't see El Salvador or Guatemala providing them any problems. And I kind of see El Salvador, Guatemala, and Suriname all pretty equal. I do think Suriname will take some points as that pot 4 team. Longer trip, kind of weird in that north part of South America. Good team, won the group. I just think El Salvador, Guatemala, Suriname will take points off each other, so much to the point that that is the second place team that does not go to the Intercontinental Playoff. So I'm going to say Group A, second place. It doesn't really matter who it is. They're not going to get enough points. They're going to take points off each other. Group B, I'm going to call the upset here and say Curacao is going to be first place and the team advancing to the World Cup in the U.S. I think Jamaica then will be second and move to that Intercontinental Playoff. With their high ranking, they may be one of the ranked teams depending on what happens in Asia and South America. I don't see Trinidad as a very tough team. I think they're the worst in pot 3, and Bermuda clearly the worst in pot 4. So this should be a sort of a two-team race. I think Curacao, with their players playing in the Netherlands, and a few experienced players, Bakuna, um, and Coco Martina, have played a ton. They're not at the high level anymore, but they do have that experience playing in the Premier League, playing in other leagues. And like I said, a lot of those players are in the Netherlands now, playing in the second division, some of them in the first. The goalkeeper plays in Belgium in their top division. So I think they do have enough to challenge Jamaica. Jamaica has the best players on paper of any of these 12 teams, but they just never put it together. And looking at the results in round two, they're just not as strong as they could be or should be. I don't see Antonio coming back to play a big role. So Curacao, top. Jamaica, Intercontinental Playoff. And then Group C should be competitive, but I do think Honduras are a strong team. They have that home field advantage. Play those games during the middle of the day at, in the heat in September and even October and November will still be something that other teams have to face. I do see Costa Rica winning this group. I think they have the best team. I see Honduras coming in second and taking that second intercontinental playoff spot. Haiti may challenge Nicaragua. I think they're happy just to be here. Don't have much pedigree in these high stakes World Cup qualifying matches. So, group winners Panama, Curacao, Costa Rica. The two teams going through to the Intercontinental Playoff, Jamaica and Honduras. Nothing too crazy, but Curacao would be pretty cool to see a new team in there, even though most of their players, are probably all of them, born in Holland. So there we go. Concacaf round 3 happens in September, October, and November. There'll be 6 games apiece in these groups. Top team from each group goes on to 2026 in the US, Canada, and Mexico. And the best 2 second place teams, which I hate. Why not just make some sort of playoff with the 3 teams, so all the second places get a chance? But that's another story. Second place, I'm predicting Jamaica, Honduras going on through. Concacaf Magic, enjoy. We'll be back. We don't have games for a long time. There's a draw for Asia, I believe in July. We'll look at that, and we'll have a few deep dives on qualifying thus far and Team USA in the next few weeks. Peace.